Hello and welcome to our second video covering the Music Artist Project. So in our first video we worked on page number 1, that was our index page, and we went through the necessary steps in order to complete that. In this video we're going to be working on page number 2 in the assignment, and we're going to call this page about.html. Okay, now this page is going to include an ordered list with the roots/history of the artist. Okay, some background information on the artist or the band. Okay, now here in the directions it says the page must have a heading, it has to have color, and the code must have a head title. Okay, it also needs to have at least 5 roots/historical facts about the artist or the band. Okay, so this one is pretty straightforward, and the main focus is incorporating an ordered list in order to present these 5 historical facts about the artist or the band. Alright, so if we go back into our Music Artist project that we created in CodeHS, we need to add a second page to it. Okay, so the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to click on New Plus over here on the left hand side of the screen. If we click that, we have 3 options that appear: Folder, File, and Upload. We want to select File, and then we will call this page about.html. Make sure to get the .html after the word about. So you want to type it exactly as it appears right here. After you've typed that, you'll click on the blue Add File button, and you'll notice that CodeHS creates a new page for us. Okay, we want to clear out any information that might be on line 1 of the code. Okay, so we just have a blank slate here to get started with. Alright. And once again, we need to put in all of our basic tags for this page. So we'll start with our doc type tag. So less than, exclamation mark, DOCTYPE in all capitals, HTML. Close the tag with the greater than sign. You'll hit enter. You'll put in your HTML tags. So less than sign, HTML, greater than sign. Notice how CodeHS puts in the closing HTML tag for me. Okay, then I will want to do my head tag. In between the opening and closing head tag, I'll do my title tag. Okay, and you can put in any title that you want. For me, I'm just going to keep it consistent, Music Artist. Okay, but it's up to you what you put there. Alright, and then I will click to the right of my closing head tag, hit enter, put in my body tag, and then I am ready to go ahead and start adding content to my web page. Okay, so one of the first things that it required was a heading. Okay, the page must have a heading. All right, so in here I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to do an H1 tag. Okay, less than sign H1, and then maybe what I would put is facts about the artist. Okay, now you would want to put the name of the artist. Like if I were doing, Maroon 5, I would put facts about Maroon 5. Okay, if I were doing Taylor Swift, I would say facts about Taylor Swift. Okay, or you could change it. You could do, you could maybe make it Taylor Swift's history. Okay, or background, Taylor Swift's background. It doesn't matter. It's up to you what you put into that H1 tag for the heading of this web page. It's totally up to you. Okay, so I'm just going to keep it simple and generic, but I want you to have actual artist information in here, artist background. Okay, so there's my H1 tag. Now I'm going to save it and I'm going to run it. Okay, and you're going to notice a problem. It still shows me my index page over here in my test area. So what I need to do is I need to add a link from my index page to my about page. So I'm going to go over here to the left-hand side of my screen. I'm going to click on index.html. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to click to the right of my opening body tag and hit enter one time. So you should have a line of code right below the line of code that says body style and where you added your background color. Okay, now in this blank line of code, you need to add a link to your about page. So you'll type less than sign, the letter A, space, href, equals, quotation marks. Okay, now inside these quotation marks, you'll put the name of the page that you're linking to. You'll go ahead and put about.html. Okay, that's the name of the page, about.html. We just created it. You'll click to the right of the quotation marks, and you need to close that opening tag with a greater than sign. Okay, now in between this greater than sign and this less than sign, you'll type the words about. Okay, and that will give us a link to take us to the about page. Now, after I do that, I'm actually going to add a second line of code. Okay, so I'm going to put a link into my index page as well. Okay, and this will prove helpful later on, so just follow along with me now. Okay, so above the about.html line of code that we just put in, you'll create another blank line of code, and here you'll do less than sign, letter A, space, href, equals, quotation mark. Okay, and make sure that you're getting REF, okay, not HERF. A lot of students will do that, HREF. Okay, now here inside the quotation marks, you're going to type index.html. Okay, you'll click to the right of the quotation mark, you'll do a greater than sign, and then in between the greater than and less than signs, you'll type home, okay, H-O-M-E, because this is our home page. Okay, so we're going to save it, we're going to run it. Okay, and notice now I have two links, one for my home page and one for my about page. I click my about page, okay, and there's what we've added so far. We've added the heading to that page. Okay, now what I want you to do is I want you to copy these two lines of code. So right click and hit copy. Go to your about page on the left hand side of your screen. Click to the right of your opening body tag, hit enter, and then simply right click and paste. Okay, and that will add the links to your about page as well. So if I save it and I run it, okay, it takes me back to my home page. If I click about, notice the links are at the top of my page. When we go through, we want to have all the links to all of our pages on every single page, so that no matter where we're at on the website, we can go to any page that we need to. Okay. So now, what else do we need on this page? It says we got our heading, so now we need to add background color. Okay. Well, we go into our body tag. We'll type body style equals quotation mark background dash color colon, that's the two dots on top of each other. Okay, and you can make the background color whatever you'd like it to be. Maybe for this page I'll make it light blue. Okay, I think that should work. Let's go ahead and save it and run. Okay, and it makes the background color a light blue color. Now you can make it whatever you want. You don't have to use light blue if you don't want to. Okay. Alright, so now we've added our background color to our page. Okay, the code must have a head title. Well, we already have that. Okay, that's what this is. This is the title inside of our head tags where we put music artist, or you put whatever you put. Okay, so we already have that requirement. Okay, now it says we need to have an ordered list. Okay, and we need to list 5 historical facts or roots about this artist. Okay, so what we need to do is we need to come down, click to the right of our H1 tag, and we're going to go ahead and we're going to hit enter. Okay, so then after we hit enter, we need to put in the ordered list tag. Okay, less than sign OL. Okay, that is an O and then the letter L greater than. Okay, so there's our opening ordered list tag and there's our closing ordered list tag. Now in between them we need to have a blank line of code, and we'll do LI. That's the letter L and then the letter I after it. It's not a 1, it's the letter L. Okay, and then we're going to go ahead and close that, and notice how I have LI, or opening LI tag and our closing LI tag. So this stands for list item. This is the thing that's actually going to appear in the ordered list. Okay, so now what I want you to do is I want you to put in your own 5 facts about your specific artist. I'm just going to give you some ideas. Okay, where were they born? That would be one fact that you could put into your list. Okay, now it needs to be specific to the artist that you chose. Okay, I'll go down, I'll drop down below, and I'll make a blank line of code. I'll do another LI tag. Okay, and the second thing that you might want to put is, where do they live? Okay, do they live in New York City? Do they live in Los Angeles? You know, that's a historical fact. Okay, LI, this is our third fact. When did they start playing music? Okay, have they been playing music for 30 years or did they start, 2 years ago? When did they start? Li, this is our fourth fact. What artists influenced them? Okay, who did they listen to that inspired them to become a musician or to create their specific sound? Okay, the final and fifth fact, what do they do besides music? What else are they involved in? Okay. Those are 5 facts. You don't have to use those, but if you're struggling to think about what should I put in there to write about for my specific artist, those are some things that you could answer to get your 5 facts. Now let's go back and check to make sure that there's nothing that we missed for this particular page of the website. And it doesn't look like there is. Okay, we have our ordered list, we have all the requirements, so let's go ahead and save it, run it, okay, and everything appears in the web page. Now obviously yours would not say where were they born. It wouldn't say where do they live. You would have the actual information about the specific artist that you chose. Okay, so that is how to complete the second page, the about page of the Music Artist Project. Okay, so if you have any questions or something's not working, please reach out to me and I can help you out.